USC students have their first wellness day of the spring semester. We'll show you some of the different events planned.
Some are still traveling to popular spring break vacation spots. Find out how students feel about getting away and staying put.
And TikTok creators are finding fun, even inspiring ways to escape and relieve stress. See It Live is next. This time last year, USC students were gearing up for spring break, but not this year. Good evening, I'm Taylor Milliner reporting from Los Angeles.
And I'm Liza Montesabian, also reporting from Los Angeles. Because of the pandemic, students have 5 days off, but they're scattered throughout the spring semester. Tomorrow is the first of the 5 wellness days. The other days are Tuesday, March 23rd, Wednesday, April 7th, Thursday, April 22nd, and Friday, April 30th. Some students took to Twitter to express their frustrations. One said, USC cancels spring break but makes wellness days on Friday, so now all of my homework that was due then is now due Thursday night. Thanks for the mental health support. Another student tweeted, scheduling my mental breakdown spring semester around our wellness days since USC decided we don't need spring break. Health officials say wellness days are meant for students to take time for themselves.
Wellness is so important. It's always important, but it's even more important right now as we've been in quarantine for a year. And we know that that's taken a toll. Our minds need a break. Our eyes need a break from being on camera all day. And so I think it's really important for us to maybe get some new tools to put in our toolbox. Just a reminder that we need to take care of ourselves and take care of our bodies.
USC's counseling and mental health team is hosting various self-care activities all day. A Managing My Emotions seminar will kick off the day, and new events will start every hour. Other morning sessions include an art class, a Zoom fatigue talk, and a healthy sleep habits discussion. Each activity will last half an hour. 5 more events will follow in the afternoon, starting with a Tai Chi class at 1. Then there will be a second Zoom fatigue workshop, a stress management course, and a self-compassion seminar. The last event of the day is a meditation and mindfulness program. Students can sign up for any of these activities through the My SHR portal.
The USC Office of Religious and Spiritual Life hosted a workshop today focused on the power of positive thinking. Program leaders stressed the importance of well-being practice, even on Zoom.
I think a lot of people sort of assume like mindfulness over Zoom. Those are antithetical ideas that cannot work together. But we found it's been more successful than I think we originally thought. Sometimes we do laughter yoga, which people get really like, oh, you fundamentally, you basically make yourself laugh. And people get like, I don't know if I want to do that. And but the interesting thing is, the point I'm kind of getting to is you can turn off your camera. You can mute yourself.
All got the potential. Even a newborn baby has the potential, but somewhere or other the social media is not very user friendly and something they can accept as it is, So we tell them, close your eyes and create a self-realization of yourself. We have so much potential. Only thing is we are not tapping into our own personal potential,
Even without a spring break, a long weekend means some students will get out of LA. USC health officials are worried about travel and say students should stick to small gatherings, even if they have been vaccinated.
I'm very concerned about travel and gatherings over the holidays. If people do choose to travel, the advice we have would be to quarantine, and actually you're legally required to quarantine for 10 days after you leave the state of California, and you need to test when you get back.
As different schools navigate how to give students a break, some students still may choose to travel despite health and safety concerns. At UCLA, students will get a week off starting March 20th.
In my opinion, I was thinking about it. I cannot wait to sleep for 10 days. I'm not thinking about the fact that there are people who are going to go out and about, maskless.
Even though travel is discouraged, some students are still going to places like Florida and Mexico. The CDC recommends getting tested 3 to 5 days after traveling and to self-quarantine for a full 7 days.
USC isn't the only school cutting spring break. Students across the US are looking at drastically changed spring calendars. We talked to a student at the University of Illinois where students are not getting a spring break, and a Denver University student who's getting more than a week off.
We are discouraged from traveling, and we had to fill out a survey whether or not we would be traveling within the state, traveling out of the state, or staying where we currently are. I know the people that I am close with are all staying, just about all staying on campus where they currently are living.
I don't love not having the spring break because it's a good break. Everyone looks forward to it, and it's very needed, I think, because right now is kind of where people, I think, are feeling the weight of work and school and stuff, and it's always just a good placement for a nice break.
Students at UC Davis are being encouraged to stay in town over spring break. If they agree, they'll get a $75 gift card to a local business in the area. Students can use their gift cards at a local store linked to these 4 categories: get active, get artsy, do it yourself, and let's stay in. For some Davis students, this is a reason to stay put.
Even though it's a small gesture, it shows that they're taking an initiative to help people during these times of financial struggle. So I'm definitely for it.
Spring break starts on March 22nd for UC Davis. With about 50% of students living on campus, the university is requiring those who are staying during the week to get tested.
USC's decision to add wellness days doesn't just affect students. I'm OLIVIA NOVATO reporting from Oakland. I talked with faculty to see what they think is important about having days off during the semester.
I think it's great that USC is recognizing the importance of taking some time for yourself and prioritizing wellness, right? We are all super busy college students. And so just for the institution to recognize that, I think is really important.
What I think is so important about these university-sponsored wellness days is that it gives us permission, it gives us license to be able to just do nothing. And that is a luxury that everybody needs and deserves.
The wellness days are not only time off for students, they also provide professors and some staff a much needed break.
Mindful USC serves the USC community through training, practice groups, and special events. Mindful's training helps students become more aware of themselves through deepening their quality of physical and mental wellness.
Relax you in times of high stress, academics and work and balancing everything along with the pandemic. It was super helpful to have that resource, and it just taught me being centered and grounded and calm. And it really got me into doing the pre-recorded meditations.
We're just trying to help people kind of become less anxious and, have more resilience in their lives and things like that. That's what we're really doing. The emotions that we have don't last very long. And so when you're just like accepting whatever's going on and not trying to push it away and try to analyze and do all of this, the emotion doesn't stay for very long.
The pandemic has caused heightened levels of stress for many young people as they navigate new jobs and school. I'm JILLIAN reporting from Los Angeles. Some have found creative outlets to help relieve this stress. From baking treats to finding time to doodle, young people have been looking for outlets to express themselves. For 2 people, those small passions have turned into booming small businesses thanks to TikTok.
I have a lot of free time, like we're in quarantine. I've been baking a bit, so might as well just kind of start my baking business. When I'm baking, honestly, I don't realize how much time has passed by. I can be in the kitchen for hours, and I wouldn't even feel the hours pass by.
While Jacqueline was able to make her dreams of a baking business a reality, USC student Hala Khalifa's drawings have turned into a business that allows her to share her love for creativity with others.
And so I really was struggling to find time or an excuse for me to be creative. And so Hullabaloo, if anything, really allowed me to be creative. And it's my way and it's my outlet of allowing myself to do art and to expand my mind and to just have fun and use color and kind of just do whatever I feel like, which I love.
With so many things out of our control during the pandemic, creative projects are just one of the many ways Gen Z has found to cope with pandemic-related stress and anxiety.
Absolutely, Jillian. I completely agree. Personally, TikTok has been one of the many ways that I've been able to cope with anxiety and find connection through everybody else's creativity.
I agree. It's been so amazing to go onto TikTok and have that escape, especially through this pandemic, but I know that it'll definitely continue on. So that's it for this Thursday. Thanks so much for watching.
From everyone at See It Live, have a great night.